So an object is called as the instance of class. It means what? If it is a what Python class, where the part of the class or where called as the instance of class. So object is called as the instance of a class. Okay. Now what happened? If you check here, if you consider student as a class, then student 1 and 2 is called as the instance of class. Okay, so it is called as the two instance of class, or it is called as the part of the class. Just I'm giving an example. If it is a Python class, you are the part of the class, or you are the instance of class. Similar way, here if you consider student is a class, then student 1 and 2 is called as the instance of that class. Messages are used for communication between the object. It means what?
Sir, instant of the class money?
ଏଇଟା
ମାନେ
ଯଦି
ତାର branch ଗୁଡାକ
ଏଇଟା ଯଦି ପାଇଥନ୍ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ହେଲା, ଆମେ ହଉଛୁ ତାର ଇନଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ପାର୍ଟ, ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ନୁହେଁ, ପାର୍ଟ। ବୁଝିହେଲା?
Yes, sir.
So a car is flashing the lights to pass the message to the other car, then the car is moving. So now tell me the different state of mobile phone. So what are the states are present in the mobile phone? What are the states are available in mobile phone? Tell me, what is the states are present? Like in your mobile phone is present
Mobile
in which positions?
first option.
No, first option no. What are the state of mobile phone?
Means switch off, switch on, or aeroplane mode.
Yes,
Like that.
yes. Switch off, switch on, ringing, vibration, silent. These are called as the
Yes.
state of the mobile phone. Similar way, for MP3 player,
Play mode, pause, or off.
play, pause,
Turn on, turn off. Mode,
Yes.
pause.
play, pause, rewind, forward. Okay, so these are called as the state of your mobile phone. Play, pause, rewind, forward.
Yes, sir.
Now, John went to shopping mall to buy some clothes. The door of the shopping mall was automatic, which opened as soon as John stepped near it, and closed as soon as John entered the mall. So identify the following: the possible receiver of the message, the possible method that receiver can use. So who is receive the message here? So it is a scenario. Now who is
So
receive
the
the
so the possible receiver, so the door received that someone is entering. So
yes,
that's why.
yes. The door is the receiver, and the
Yes, sir. Because someone is entering, so that's why it automatically opened, and that person, that John can go inside that shopping mall.
yes, the method is open the door and close the door. The possible receiver of the message is door, and the method the receiver can use is open the door and close the door. Then what are the different advantages are present in the OOPS? First is realistic modeling. You can say the realistic modeling is just like gathering the information. Like, suppose anybody is asking you to prepare the tea, then first you have to collect the ingredients like tea leaves, water, milk, sugar. So that gathering information for designing or for making the tea or gathering the ingredient is called as the realistic modeling. So in a software development part, while you are assigned a task to develop a software, then it is not possible, or when you assign a task, so you are not directly going and write the code. First you have to analyze the existing system. Okay, like if you assign a task for creating a software for student management database, then
Sir, ମୋର disconnected ହେଇଯାଇଛି।
हाँ ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା କହୁଛି realistic modeling
Net problem ପାଇଁ।
when you assign a task for develop a student management database, first of all the developer team is analyzing what are the information is required to develop a software. Like for developing a software, they gather the student name, student address, contact number, address is called as this information that you have gathered in the realistic modeling phase. Realistic modeling is simply it's called as model the real world, or if you have assigned the task to develop a software, so you assigned it, or you have to first analyzing the existing system software. So based upon that, you start to write or develop the program. Next part is reusability. It allow to reuse the
କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲିନି। ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ସାର ପୂର୍ବଟା କିଛି ବୁଝି ଆସିଲାନି।
realistic modeling टा कहूଥିଲି परे gathering the information. एते एग्जांपल देली धर तुमको स्टूडेंट मैनेजमेंट डेटाबेस टा बनैबार अछि, प्रथमे तुमे कॉलेज को जीव स्टूडेंट रो कोन कोन इंफॉर्मेशन दरकार ताको गैदर करिवो, चा बनैबार अछि, चा बनैया पई कोन कोन इंग्रेडिएंट दरकार ताको गैदर करिवा, एटा को हाजिव रियलिस्टिक मॉडलिंग, इंफॉर्मेशन गैदरिंग। बुझेला?
यस माने इनफॉरमेशन गैदर करी गोटे जिंस माने बनेबा पई कि
हाँ जेतो सॉफ्टवेयर टा डेवलप करा जाए प्रथमे एनालिसिस करा जाए कोन सॉफ्टवेयर माने मु कहा पई सॉफ्टवेयर बनौची, कोन कोन इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर करिवि, तो सेटा को जो रियलिस्टिक मॉडलिंग।
यस
reusability, it allows to reuse the existing class or object. It means that when you purchase a mobile phone, you added the tempering glass, you are adding the back cover. By adding the tempered glass or back cover, your mobile phone version has not changed. Okay, it is having the same version. But by adding the screen guard and back cover, it changes the look and feel of a mobile phone. The similar way, when you create a software, depending upon the customer requirement, you made some kind of changes in the software. So that concept is called as the reusability. Like when Windows 7 is coming to the market, it comes in the form of Windows Basic. After that, it is converted to the Ultimate, then Professional. So we are in the same platform, but by adding the functionality, we add some kind of new feature on the existing class. Like you have the WhatsApp, then in the WhatsApp, you are getting a lot of updation in various point of timing, where it is improve the functionality of the improve the data uses of your WhatsApp. So that small updation is not giving you like total interface has changed or totally WhatsApp has changed. So it is not happening. We do the updation and we are in the that updation is only on the performance basis, means it is performing the better, but it is not totally changed. So that concept you can say it is called as the reusability. Okay. Then comes to the modularity. Modularity, it allows the object to be maintained independent to each other. Suppose you have a tax that you have to develop a banking application. In a banking application, there is a different modules are there. Like saving account, current account, loan account, credit card, debit card information. So it is not possible for a single person. They have to develop the entire program. So this entire program is divided into a smaller part. Okay, or complex program is divided into a sub part. So after dividing a complex part into a sub part, individually the person is develop the subpart and gather in a main module. Like when a building is in progress to make a building, lot of people are working. Carpenter is trying to what make the doors. Plumber is attaching the pipeline, water pipeline. Okay, and normal the other person they're trying to what gather the bricks, cements. They just do the building. So every person and every department is different. All are playing their individual roles. So after their individual roles, they able to build that building. The modularity is just like that. It is breaking the complex program into a smaller part, and every smaller part is handled individually. Next is flexibility to change. It allow to create a new class. Just a minute. Okay, it allow to create a new class. Flexibility to change means you have to okay, so you have to allow to create a new class by adding the new feature on the existing class. It means what? Like conversion of Windows 7 operating system to the Windows 8 is called as flexibility to change. It allows to create a new class. A new class can add the feature to an existing class. Okay. Like here, totally version has changed. In the window, in the reusability concept is what? Now we are adding the feature in existing class and we are present in that same class only. Okay, like Windows 7 home to basic to Windows professional is called as your reusability, and totally when you convert this Windows 7 operating system to the Windows 8 is called as your reusability, is flexibility to change. Flexibility to change. Windows 7 to 8 means you add the new feature and convert to the another one. Information hiding in a object orientation concept, information hiding is playing a very important role. Like when you are going to a dress shop for purchasing the dress, the salespersons are there. They asking you that what you are looking for. You are saying that what the dress you want. Then asking the size, they asking the range. Between that, the person is deliver the particular item. It doesn't mean other items or other designs or other companies dress are not available. Everything is available, but which is relevant to you, they provide that information only. So that concept, which thing they are displayed to you, that is called as the abstraction. And which thing you are hidden, that is called as the encapsulation. Information hiding in the OOPS is implemented in the form of encapsulation and abstraction. Basically, that you are also used in your Facebook, like while you are uploading a photo. Some photo you make it public and you are tagging the person. And when you upload the photo, there is an option is there that the photo that you don't want to visualize to that particular person, so you have to restrict them. So other person is not able to see the photos. For information hiding, it allows the programmer to limit the access to information. Okay, so it is the first phase of your OOPS. Then I move to the second phase of OOPS. In the second part, we have to go for the relationship. How do I design for the classes? How can I identify the relationship between the classes? Let us understand how you can identify the relationship between the classes. You can find the relationship between the classes, how the class is reacting to the other classes. If you take an example, in our home, we are interacting with our brothers, we are interacting with our parents, we are interacting with our friends. So when we are interacting with our friends, we become more casual. When we are interacting with the parents, like father, we are just like giving much more respect. With the mother, we become little bit casual. Brother, we're casual. And in which way you are interacting with your siblings, in that way you are not interacting with your friends. So that way of talking and way of behaving with the other person, then the what other part of the person will able to know that what is the relationship between them. The similar way, as it is a object orientation concept, it is based upon the real world. They can find the relationship based upon the way of behaving the classes. Means how one class is interacting with the other classes. So from that behavior, we come to understand what are the relationship is present. So in OOPS concept, there is 4 type of relationship is present. One is composition relationship, generalization relationship, utilization relationship, and instantiation relationship. In composition relationship, one object include another object as its part is called as a composition relationship. It contains a Hazer relationship. Like when you are making a tea, you are adding a sugar, where using what sugar is using in the tea. Sugar is using when you are working, when you are doing the what any kind of soft drinks. Okay, when you are talking about soft drinks without the sugar, it is not having any kind of value. So it is called as a composition relationship. Object include another object as its part, which is called as a Hazer relationship. Like when the car is present, the car contains the engine. When you move the engine, then the car body is not having any value. When you take out or move the body, then engine is not having any value. So that kind of relationship, you can say it is a composition relationship. Without both of them, they are not having any kind of existence. The object include another object as its part is called as composition relationship. Sugar, tea, sugar in the soft drinks. So these are called as the composition relationship. And when you're talking about the generalization relationship, it's just like called as the what generic relationship, like grandparent to your father, father to you. So it's called as a generalization relationship. Suppose if you take an example, if your grandparent is having some kind of property, so your parent is having the rights to use it. Suppose your grandparent is having one house, so in that house your parent can live, and you are also having a rights to live there. See that there is a one home, but the rights is available to your parent, to you, is called as a generalization relationship. Something is happened that like some lands are there, and suppose one parent is having 2 child, is divide this land between the 2 brother or 2 child. The 2 child is having their own land, and they individually purchase some other land and add it as added. Suppose you have one land, if it is about 1800 square feet, if it is divided between the 2 child, it is 900, 900. Maybe one child want to add some other land, he is purchasing other land and add it over there. So when the another child add it, then it is called as the what? Suppose another child purchased the 500 square feet, then that child having 1400 square feet land. So it's saying what? It called as a generalization. Generalization means it shares the common structure and functionality to its child class. Like when you are in the window 10, then window 10 contains some kind of functionality of window 8, and it is also having some its own functionality, so that it is called as the window 10. Which unique functionality the window 10 is having, that is called as the specialization. Means always in the hierarchy, child is a specialized class. Means it derives the set of attributes from its parent class, and it is also having its own functionality. Child class contains its own functionality, and it also derives some set of attributes from the previous or parents. So generalization means we share the common structure and functionality to the child, that is called as a generalized class. Specialized class or super class is what? They are copy the functionality from the parent, and they having its own functionality. They have the functionality of parent, they also having the functionality of its own. So that is called as a specialization. Subclass is called as the specialized form of superclass. Generalization helps to create a program that can be customized in accordance with the new requirement. Like you have the window 8, then you are adding the new functionality, then now you are becoming a window 10. So by using of generalization concept, we enhance the functionality of existing software, or we enhance the functionality for the existing application. Next relationship is what? It is called as the utilization relationship. Class uses the another class. When you are going for a online shopping, every online shopping is having a transaction with the bank. So when you are go for the internet banking, from the online shopping site, they move to your page, to the internet banking page. To make a transaction with this online shopping site, they are using different UPI. You can say like PhonePe, Google Pay, Airtel. Okay, so these are the different UPI app is present, but they are not bank. They are linked up with the bank. You are adding the bank account information on that app, so that you are able to transfer the money or get the money from other party to your account. So that means what? Without that bank, you can't create, you can create or you can't use this PhonePe application. So this is called as utilization relationship. Instantiation relationship is what? The relationship between a class and instance of class. You can say, if it is a, that I am given an example, if it is a what, you can say it is a Python class, you are the part of that particular classes. So you can say you are the instance of that class. So relationship between a class and instance of that class is called as the instantiation relationship. So these are the 4 type of relationship we cover. So this is the second part of your OOPS. Then tomorrow I'll go for how this relationship is implemented in the form of inheritance or polymorphism. So after this, I will move to the Python classes. Okay, so tomorrow I'll go for it. Chalo.
Thank you, sir.